I'm just going to give this a little try now. I've got a piece of the beef so far. Oh, that's lovely. The beef is really tender. Hi everyone and welcome back to Gugu's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious oven baked beef and Parma ham stew. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a delicious beef and Parma ham stew. So this recipe is really easy, and it's a cold winter's day today in the UK, so I thought it would be the perfect day to have a stew, and I thought while I was making it I'd share what I was doing with you. So the first thing I've done is I have preheated my oven to 160 degrees. That's normally slightly lower because the stew is going to be baked in the oven. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn on the hob to a high heat, and I'm going to add oil to the base of my pan. And while this pan heats up, I just want to say that if you do enjoy this video today and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you have really enjoyed this video today, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up, because everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to fry off my beef. So I've got about 400 grams of beef stewing steak, so I'm just going to fry off in a pan. And I'm also going to add some Parma ham to that as well. So as I said, this is a beef and Parma ham stew, so I'm just going to add in the Parma ham at the same time. And then fry these two together until they go a lovely golden brown colour. I've been frying these for about 2 to 3 minutes and they've started to turn a lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to take these out of the pan and I'm just going to put them onto a plate, and I'm going to set those aside, and then I'm going to add in some leeks to the pan. So I'm going to add in 1 leek that I've just simply sliced, and I'm going to fry that for a few moments just to let it soften and hopefully go a lovely see-through colour as well. The leek has started to soften and it has sort of started to go a lovely see-through colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some garlic. So I've got about 2 cloves of garlic that I've just simply peeled and sliced, and I'm going to add this to the frying pan as well, or the saucepan even. And I'm going to fry the garlic and just until I can start to smell it. I'm also noticing the bottom of the pan is burning as well, so I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit. And I'm just going to fry the garlic for about 20 to 30 seconds or so. As I said, until you can just sort of start to smell it, and it's going a lovely golden brown colour as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in 1 courgette that I simply peeled and grated, and I've also got 1 carrot that I also peeled and grated. Now you don't have to grate your vegetables if you don't want to. You could just peel, slice and dice them if you want to, or even you could just peel and slice them. I like to grate them because I find that it gives a lot more flavour to the food, and also my husband and son don't know it's in there, so they tend to eat all of the stew if they don't realise what sort of vegetables are in there. So it just makes my life a lot easier, and also I do find that the stew is a lot tastier as well. So anyway, I'm just going to keep frying these now for a few minutes until they start to soften, and they've started to go soft. So what I'm going to do to try and get some of that stuff off the bottom is I'm just going to turn the heat back up for a second, and I'm going to add in some bone broth. Now I've got about 200 ml of bone broth here. This is homemade bone broth, but you could use some beef stock if you wanted to, or if you've got any chicken stock would be good as well. And I'm just pouring that in, and I'm just going to let this come to the boil now. So the bone broth has started to come to the boil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some tomatoes as well. So I've got 1 tin of tomatoes here that I'm just going to add to the saucepan, and I'm going to stir that in. And while I'm here, I'm also going to add in my tomato puree as well. So I've got a tablespoon or 2 of tomato puree going in. And then I'm going to add in some tamari. So I've got about a tablespoon or 2 of tamari as well. Just going in. And then I'm going to add in some dried mixed herbs. So I've got about a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs going in. And also a bay leaf as well. I thought I had 2 bay leaves, but I've only got 1. I don't know where the other one's gone. Oh. And I'm just going to then add the meat back into this. And I'm going to bring everything to the boil. And then I will pop the lid on and put it in the oven for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours on a medium heat, and hopefully that will help to cook the beef and make it a lot more tender, and also a lot juicier as well. So if you leave it on a low heat to cook away, it tends to get juicier and tastier as well, I have to say. So hopefully by about 1 o'clock this will be a delicious lunch that we will have to eat. And while it's boiling away, I'm also going to add some salt and pepper as well. So salt and pepper to your taste. You can add a lot or a little if you want to, or you don't have to add it at all. That's fine. There is a lot of flavour in here anyway with all the herbs and the tamari and everything, so you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but we like to in this house. So, and that is the stew comes to the boil, and I'm going to pop the lid on, and I'm going to put this in the oven, as I said, for about 1 hour, for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And I will also make some mashed potatoes to go with this dinner as well, and that will be our dinner done, and I'm really looking forward to it. It smells so good. I hate to say it, but I actually forgot the green beans, so I'm just going to add some green beans to that as well. And then that will hopefully be our dinner done. And again, we are really looking forward to this. It smells so good right now. The stew has been in the oven for a good 1.5 hours now, and it smells fantastic, and I think that's done. So I'm going to serve up and I will let you know how it tastes. As you can see, it's still steaming hot, but I'm still going to give it a try. It smells amazing, I have to say. Oh yeah, that's really nice. So yes, I'm just going to give this a little try now. I've got a piece of the beef so far. Oh, that's lovely. The beef is really tender. It's not chewy at all. And it's got a lot of flavour to it as well. So I'm looking forward to having that for my lunch today. That's how you make my delicious oven-baked beef and Parma ham stew. And that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our lunch today. And it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.